Prepare for
It's
battle.
looking spicy.
Behold!
Thank you very much. We are here, and it is do or die time for IG. This is maybe a little bit earlier than IG thought they would get eliminated. If
I have punching for you.
shut it down through the mid game.
"30 seconds to battle. You know the best part? No matter what, we get to watch somebody lose.
Well, well. Arrow. Well, well.
Now
We have seen
the
it Nature's
battle
Wrath
begins.
deal
Jax has
a
been waiting
ton of
all
damage.
for this.
Frank tank on the Timber Saw. I'm expecting him to do pretty well down here. When he reaches level 3 at least. But until then, pretty tough for him. CM, Troll, definitely one of the stronger lanes against the Timber Saw. Beastmaster top should be struggling. Well, actually no, it's Timber Saw is going to the safe lane against the Beastmaster. They're rotating the lanes. They want the Medusa against the Troll. I like it quite a bit actually. Makes sense. Pressure the Troll out of lane. Tusk is still on top of the CM here. Trouble. Mid lane. Should go into the Prophet's favor. Just a little bit. Probably like a 5.5, 4.5 kind of scenario. It's not really a Leo style hero at all. Prophet. He strikes you more as the, flashy kind of puck player. He plays a really good DP, plays a really good Storm, Wind Ranger even. These kind of heroes should be much better. We'll have to see how he performs. Kind of more staticky hero.
Spicy.
Minos following the Troll. Would TP top to avoid the Medusa lane. But again, Medusa lanes quite well onto Troll, especially with an Oracle. Dual range, very effective. And just slowing him down. Free farm Medusa is really gonna be absolutely necessary. Because if Medusa gets shut down, the only winning condition is also shut down. Medusa is the one that really handles the Phoenix in team fights. The split shot on the egg gonna be really important. Frank's tank against the Beastmaster is gonna be very easy. Hacking coming out, but nothing really come of it. You can already see Whirling Death really putting the pain onto the Beastmaster. You stack up 2 or 3 of them, pretty easy kill. Has to be careful here when Tusk is level 2 with that snowball. Potentially shard. A lot of good potential here. Also Nature's Prophet of course with the teleport. Always there to potentially pick them off if they get low health. Eventful laning stage.
I'm interested to see how these matchups go, how much they're going to give Aminos as they go up towards top. Kaka force Saber's dive away. Beastmaster low and JT falls.
I cut you, but I
Spoke about it. 2 or 3 of these stacks on the Whirling Death. He's just gone. He had like a max of 400 health and just gets absolutely taken down here. Good start once more for Thunder Predator.
Yeah, and again, JT falling, and that is, it's just JT who's been struggling in both these games. I talked about it in the first game, how JT really feels like the anchor for IG quite a number of times throughout not only the season, but this event. So it's not really the performance that I've been expecting from him. It's a first blood. Struggle City again for him.
Yeah, Struggle City, Tough City, potentially even Pain City. Not gonna be an easy game for him. I just like the way that Thunder Predator set up their lanes. They want to pressure the Troll with the Medusa, makes perfect sense. Oh, Kaka dropping really low here. 30 health. Probably will have to go back to base unless there's more reason coming with the courier. But it just makes so much sense. It sends the Tim against the Beast, free lane. They pressure the Troll with its double range lane. loving it. They're just playing like a top team suddenly. It's actually crazy. Thunder Predator is actually insane.
Yeah, they've really just turned on the Jets for this event. There are a lot of people coming into the event. They just thought EU was the best region. They were going to sweep it all. And, well, you got teams like Neon and Thunder Predator who have really made just such a statement at this event and put the world on notice. And Thunder Predator just looks super clean.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see like how that impacts potentially the next major.
First time,
Minos.
For Minos, he's in a little bit of trouble with the Mystic Snake. The
Kaka though
coming out from the Oracle. Kaka's the first one to fall, but they will get a return kill on Minos. They start to look over at Flyfly, but Flyfly get a kill on AMG. Z needs one more shot, double kill for Flyfly, and that's a good little initiation there from IG.
Yeah, power of Troll against Task. Even though you have the tag team, you consider one of the strongest fireliners. Once you're blinded by the axis, guess what? You can't hit them. If you can't hit them, they don't take damage, B-Cup.
Because you can't hit them, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at here. And now they... Oh, such a good rotation here from the Troll. He sees the Medusa TPing top. TP straight back down to the Timber Saw because Master can't handle him. However, he's already level 5, so now Troll can't handle him either. That might potentially end up biting them in the butt. Have to see though, they need to secure the Beastmaster's game. Like, he is struggling a little bit too much. Needs to get level 6 fast. So Necro's fast, not pressuring the map.
Yeah, well, what you're looking to do is get that pressure, right?
He's the ping top now. Imagine that was cancelled.
Felt so bad.
There's just a random Oracle showing up or something. It would have definitely happened to me. Mid lane, probably in trouble.
Nature's Prophet in trouble. They've got the sounds from the Waning Rift, and Uro's style looking like he'll drop. That's the Kaka. Wrath of Nature thrown out, but it's not going to do enough to deter them. Get a kill there onto the Nature's Prophet. I say that Wrath of Nature is not enough, but all of a sudden, Flyfly taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have a level 6. Nice! Onto him, and it's pulled back for the kill. Right to the tank.
Aimbot. It was an aimbot chakra. I meant the range on it, man. Like, it never ended. I thought, yeah, there's no way it's in range. Just keep going. Reminds me of some Saw movies, man.
Frank wants to play a game, and he's going after these heroes pretty aggressively.
He's still going in. Really makes good use of the tankiness. Careful though. He gets rooted on the tower. Oh!
Still slowed up. Will he get out? The root. That might be enough. Super chain away though. There's the distance. Ollie looking for the finish. Or at least to help Flyfly get the kill. And finally, the aggression no longer pays off. And Flyfly gets a return kill. A little bit of revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. Luz comes in. Ollie.
Continuously aiming it back a little bit. Realizing Ice is a bit tough to punch through. Why is CM so fragile, by the way? She's like literally made out of ice.
Regeneration!
Ice, you know, depending on how you pack it. It could be fragile, you know. They make igloos, they make houses out of it, and then sometimes it just melts away in your drink.
Fair enough. Like an explanation.
Why am I here?
Makes a lot of sense.
Go and fight me.
As I said before, I'm not convinced by. Wait, hold that thought. Another room. Puck coil.
After this, Timber Saw once again. They've got the repo. The lane rift on the 2. That means he can't get the snowball save.
And he cuts the coil.
Yeah, that's
good root. I say good root as if he activated it. But yeah, good rotation. I'm not sold on Leo style Nature's Prophet. And another kill top with the raw Necros, easy kill. Minos is getting very pressured here as well. Leo style, not a player that really suits the characteristics of a Nature's Prophet player, I feel like. He's more of a flashy guy. I have to see if it pays off for them. But I fear it might not.
So far, it's not. I know the game looks close so far at this moment, but IG, they're putting pressure on all 3 lanes. And that's where I kind of worry if you're looking at Thunder Predator's game right now. Yeah, the Medusa's got a decent amount of farm, but Beastmaster was slowed down at the beginning, starting to get off the gates, and we could see that being the way Flyfly goes here too, as he's found some success after dying under the tier 1 tower bot.
Dire's middle tower is having a bad.
The biggest thing is that they really killed the Timber Saw twice. The rotation from the pack was very important to hold him down. We have seen Timber Saws in this tournament already go out of control if they don't die once or twice. Before they get up the hood, before they get up potentially even their Lotus Orb as well.
Dire's top
Just,
tower
yeah,
has some
controlling him.
radiant shape problems.
Even that shard on Timber has been very destructive in a lot of cases.
Yeah, flamethrower. Oh, back up again!
Yeah. Just gets the ult off. He's gonna survive for now. They're gonna do onto Frank's Sunray. He's
not doing
Fly. And they will get the kill onto Frank. Well done there, just to get that ulti off in time.
Frank got just baited hard, man. Like he waited for the last second there in order to use that troll ult. And he absolutely baited him in. Fucked the ping, coiling him up. Well done by IG once more. This Timber Saw, you know, if you feed early on a Timber Saw, especially against the Phoenix pack, you're gonna struggle. Phoenix absolutely destroys Timber Saw's big health pool in the mid game.
Phoenix comes over, not only helping to kill off that Timber, but keeping Troll alive in that scenario. Like, and it's just instant rotation from IG. We've seen some great execution from both these teams, and there for IG, it's perfect. Baiting him in, and then having the rotations, getting that kill. They're really starting to shut down this Timber, who had a great start.
Emo just running into the triangle, saying, I'm going to take that rune, thank you very much.
Leo Style
Let's
now
get the property again.
and there's the freezing field. They'll get the kill on Leo Style. Shard thrown out over on the Crystal Maiden as well as the Fortune's End. Not sure they really want to move forward for it. They won't. Probably able to walk away.
There was 4 bounty runes as well for the Radiant here. They're starting to snowball away here. Medusa won't feel comfortable fighting until you get at least 2-3 items, because the Beastmaster Necro is gonna pose a big problem for you. If you get raw, the Necros hit you, mana's gonna drop rapidly.
Yep. Burned out, and all of a sudden when you're working with no mana, you feel pretty fragile early in the game. Even the mid game, when you've got like 1 or 2 items, Medusa, it sometimes just does not feel like you're made of anything but paper.
Let me tell you a story, Scott. There once was a lineup that had 0 stuns.
Something good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
And they lost. Because they couldn't stun anyone.
Usually these stories have a moral to them. What's the moral of the story?
Radiant's middle tower is under
They need to have stuns in order to kill people, which Thunder Predator don't really have at all. They have a snowball into the Tusk Punch. That's it. How are they going to kill this pack?
Okay. I like the story.
Like the story? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping maybe we can illustrate it, make it into a children's book.
Yeah, I mean, that would be perfect. Just like as a Dota education book.
Yeah.
Big stunts.
Ooh. The team with no stuns. Dota 2 educational book. Green Coil getting used as well. The Waning Rift, that's going to be the silence off the Medusa. Stun right on top of him, and you can see that the mana's just getting drained out really quickly, and they'll move at the snowball to keep him alive for a second longer, but then, you know, he ends up dead. The Primal Roar is used on Blues. With the Supernova there, there's no way Thunder Predator can retaliate to this, and they've got 2 kills, even with the double kill, and this is a tier 1 mid going down too.
Out of mana, out of life, out of friends, because Tusk also died, out of buildings. Metal also gets taken down. IG is looking way better than they did on game 1.
Yeah.
Very constructed movements, very well merged together. Very fluid, you could say, Nico.
Ooh. Yeah, the same way Thunder Predator squeezed the map early on IG, it's feeling like the same story here for IG towards Thunder Predator. They get that mid-tier 1 down, and if they can get the top tier 1 too, all of a sudden the Dire map opens up for IG, and that becomes a problem. You're hoping to get Medusa into the late game. That's just not going to happen when your areas where you feel comfortable farming really gets cut down.
It's definitely going to be a big task here. And we have seen a lot of last pick Medusas in this tournament. Not really very successful. Medusa is just a strongest kind of carry hero in a meta where you want to be active at some point. He's a good guy, pretty active Taka. Just dive away. Raw, cooldown.
Punch. JT JT.
Oh, he's just getting eaten by the Necros.
Kill here on Moose. False promise used. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Real style dying to emo.
He got solo killed.
Themselves around Moose, and they're going to kill him off. There's no way he survives this one. That's 2 already. They'll look over at the Timber, who doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. You're hoping maybe that Crystal made it to catch up to the Timber, but just not fast enough.
I mean, it's kind of silly to think about that this Puck hero has been first picked pretty much the entire tournament, and he's still going 5-0-3 in game. Like, it's...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's Puck. Or
When does he hit that point where it's just not even a situational
Dire's top
ban?
tower
It's
has
just
some radiant
ban
shape
first all the time. Because every team plays it.
let me just tell you, I'm very surprised teams are still sometimes getting that forward or Puck. Like, I feel like both of these heroes, they just need to be out of the game. You can win against them, it's just so difficult that it might just not be worth it. And he's showing here again why. He's doing so much damage, even the dudes are out of mana already.
Yeah, and they want to continue to go. They just don't have the backup for the moment. They've got 2 heroes up towards the top, so without those heroes, without that little bit of oomph to back them up, they don't dive this Medusa. But that being said, they go into the smoke immediately after, and they're going to 3-man smoke, maybe look over towards the triangle, because you get a feel of where Medusa feels comfortable farming, and that's got to be over the triangle.
Coil egg combination can be really deadly here. Have to be careful on the Predator's side. They don't have the greatest team fight. Oracle. Trouble.
That dying here to Kaka. They're still looking. They still got a couple heroes smoked here, but once that Oracle dies, Medusa's got to get dropped on a Leo
Trouble
style.
again.
Come on once again.
Leo Styles just out of this game. He's getting absolutely pumped at 0-4-1. Sitting at 6k net worth. The second lowest of the court. Pimpersaw is having an even worse game. Really like illustrating how bad of a situation this is for the Predator. Minos still sandwich, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like, Dusa's not a hero that just brings the team back into the game, you know? Dusa is a hero that when you're even, you're just too strong for the enemy team to handle. But if they're so far ahead, you're not really gonna be having much of an impact at all.
Okay, I don't think we're feeling much of an impact these heroes so far from Thunder Predator. They need a lot of time to make things. Like I said, they just don't feel comfortable farming anywhere outside of maybe the triangle and somewhat a spot in the jungle. You know, you move out a little bit too far, you watch these heroes die, a la Leo style up in the top lane. Like, this does not feel like a spot where Thunder Predator, without risk, is going to find their way back into this game. So we'll see if they can even risk it to go for it. You're going to be up against now Fly with an Aegis and 10k deficit. This just does not look like a game where Thunder Predator have a big road to get back in.
You remember my story, right?
There once was a team with no stuns. They lost. I memorized it.
So the only way that you can win with no stuns is to bait the enemy in, make them come to you, and then kill them. Because otherwise, there's just no chance. And they're smoking into them here, so potentially there's a team fighting the fate.
So a little bit low. That's going to get something. They got the silence on.
Dude's out of mana already.
Control. Already out of mana. Mino's in trouble. The Walrus punch comes in and onto the pump. Over, they kill off Emo, but they lose Regal style as well as MJC. MNC trying to get out with a false promise, but won't be able to do so. Mino's gone, and well, 3 heroes.
It's, I mean, you know it's bad if CM walks up a high ground and you can't cancel her ultimate because you have no stuns. It's just so tough. CM ult pretty much killing all of them there. And yeah, what is your answer, Thunder Predator? What do you got in store? Because your most farmed hero just got picked off by a +5 hero, pretty much.
Seriously, they can do nothing
to
this Crystal Maiden at all.
And over here,
Watch this once again
top tower.
as Fly a little bit under half health at that point. Back to the live action, we're going to go ahead and see the Timber Saw damage. Caught here, Langford's coming through from the Battle Trance Troll. But Recoil on the 2, Emo making his presence felt. They will continue to go over this, and now Dusa uses that ult. Mino's not doing enough damage, and well, Thunder Predator, the rest of the team back him up enough for them to feel comfortable going for that fight.
And I say, just run away. There's nothing to stop you.
No stuns.
Phoenix went with Halberd first. So Dusa is already gonna have a tough time. And
Dire's top tower is under attack.
what's he going for?
Do
Probably
Radiant
Skadi.
hold their
Yeah.
tower
You'll need Skadi plus one more damage item. Potentially even a Rapier at that point already because they're falling really far behind.
I don't even know.
Not a trip to Tough City.
Get a divine?
You need to get a divine. Like, you need to give yourself some sort of a winning condition. Because right now they have none. Trip to Tough City.
I haven't seen survive longer than 10 seconds in these fights, so I just Divine Rapier feels like it's just to be a baton pass over to IG immediately.
Sure. I mean, his teammates will still need to get some sort of, hack the Shiva guard tank up for the Dusa.
Find the Timber once again. Frank getting away. Primal Roar gets used. They'll stop the top street. Well, that gets right on top of Luna's tower. Field once again. Ollie with another.
This looks like the IG that we have seen in the DPC League throughout the entire time. When they really turn it on, they're unstoppable. Yeah, Thunder Predator definitely can't stop this beast right now. Not even Frank the tank, man.
Dire's middle tower is under
low.
attack.
Easy.
Top tier 2 gone, mid tier 2 drops, and only one outer tower remains. App is unavailable for Thunder Predator, and they are down 13k, so that puts them in a big squeeze. Find some sort of lemonade out of this, but these lemons are dry.
Yeah, squeeze as hard as you want. Once it's empty, it's empty. There's a little bit left here, but you really have to like squeeze it down to the root. The left you have root core. It's getting burned up here. Takes a lot of damage.
Caught. I don't think he gets at this one. He will use that.
Phoenix dead go.
All right, that's a start here for the side of Thunder Predator. They're going to go after now. Fly, who might be in a little bit of too deep. Rooted up. Right clicks coming through on the timber. He gets that battle trance off. Will start to throw those right clicks. Those roots to full promise. It's there, but Primal Roar comes down to the Minos. They caught themselves MKC. They'll get the cover of the Oracle. The Dream Core is going to walk them through. They'll finish up the Minos. They'll go after the timber. Frank the tank. He's a tank no longer. He's falling apart, and he will drop. That is IG just dismantling Thunder Predator.
Edge Prophet doesn't even feel like he can join these fights because he's too fragile, sitting at 1200 health. He needs to finish his BKB before thinking of ever joining a fight. Puck is pretty much unkillable at this point. The only silence they have against him, the Orchid, he can display the Yule Scepter, going into the Dagon next, and he's gonna be an absolute menace to deal with.
Look at Dire's bottom tower.
Spot power
You can
should be
see
pretty
on
free.
this replay, just catching, it was a good job getting a stun out onto Kaka, stopping that supernova from coming over to the top of this fight. But
Look at the Troll lifesteal though.
I mean, look at Troll just sustain the second he feels a little bit of, maybe I might die here. Battle trance on, back up in health, and they kill off this Oracle. He can do nothing more. The Dream Quill plays perfectly by Emo, and they clean up the rest.
Yep. I also like this. Just dies again.
This nature you
He
see.
just gets killed so easily. There was no coil. Nothing. He's just too squishy. 1400 health. Witchblade takes off like half of that by itself. You got too much spells at your disposal. You have a Yule Scepter to cancel TPs. Man. Leo's style is always owning, pretty much. This game's sitting at 1-7.
That is not the playmaker we're used to seeing. Emo, where are you at? Dream Coil.
Coiling the Oracle.
The tier 3 and the tier 4. He's trying to get the kill onto the Oracle. He used that shift, and well,
Is he going in?
He doesn't get caught. He'll get the kill there on MJZ. He'll avoid the snowball with the Yules up into the air. They've got the root onto the Timber Saw. Willing to chase this? I don't know if you really even can. It's not about the chase, actually. Fly is the one put the pressure in on the high ground.
But they're not in any rush to end this game here at all. They can just squeeze the map pretty much forever, get the bigger gold advantage, get the next Roshan, Aegis Cheese, and then end the game in a very disciplined fashion. As we know IG usually does. Like, they don't tend to overstay their welcome. They're pretty well organized, well disciplined.
So, still holding on to the 18k lead. You got Emo sitting top the net worth. Great job so far. I mean, really, IG as a whole has just shut down Thunder Predator.
It's looking spicy.
Style event, evidently just not allowed to play Dota at all.
Yeah, wherever you go to split push to the Prophet, they have the answers. They have a Beastmaster to kill you, they have a Puck to kill you. Even if Troll just finds you, you're dead as well. Bazaar? I mean, even he is scared of even tanking the creep waves up. There's just too much damage coming out from the Troll, from the Phoenix. Medusa almost finishes Skadi though. After that Skadi, he's still not going to be very impactful though. He needs 1 damage item after that. You're tanky alright, but no damage.
Coming around, maybe finding Minos. Just have the help
so
from
careful.
Moose, and
Can't afford to die here.
It's going to be enough.
But Moose is going to be the one tanking the gank.
They actually walk right by him. He don't even want to
They ignore
look for
you.
this tusk because they've smacked them out. Medusa in their sight. They're gonna go with the Dream Coil. There's no way for him to get away. He pops that Dream Coil and now trying to run through the Primal War. Meanwhile, Troll on the other side of the map trying to fight this tusk. They're gonna need the Troll to get the kill on the Medusa. They'll take out Minos. They'll take out Moose. 2 heroes gone once again. And when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring all over Thunder Predator.
Yeah, really stretching his arms and his cheek to get that raw out. Did you see that range? That was like almost full screen. Haven't seen that in a while. And as you said, Troll is just running down the tusk. Easy kill for him. I love this axe pickup as well against the Oracle, just to be able to purge that Fate Edict that he always puts on him during the battle trance.
Silence.
Makes perfect sense.
Really crazy that
Prophet
they would just
finally
destroy
finishes
the tusk.
BKB. Finally.
Yeah, so
This'll come in handy.
But he's got the BKB. Does he do anything still?
That's the problem. Troll already has the basher. You TP in, Troll runs at you, he bashes your forehead. Done. You can't fight him. Troll is going to be, let's just call him a little problem in these fights. Or perhaps a big problem.
We'll see if he can start to eke out some damage, but he's not going to be able to eke out damage from the grave. Dead again, 44 seconds, no buyback. And this is leading into the next Roche, which is up in 7. So, you know, we saw what they were able to do with the first Aegis, second Aegis, high ground, it's available, and well, Thunder Predator, they're going to have to try and hold, which is not looking likely. They need a perfect team fight to come, and Minos needs to output a lot of damage. He's still working on the sky.
Yeah. At this point, the only hope for Thunder Predator is to really just hold the high ground, hope for IG to make some questionable plays, some mistakes, get this Medusa up to like 5-6 slots. I don't really see another way of them winning this game. Medusa will have to do it all alone. They have a pretty damn good anti-fall lineup here, Radiant. I don't know how feasible that is.
For Emo.
Playing around with
when he feels comfortable. They're trying to TP in front of him and catch this up.
Not happening.
He's too
No
slow.
stuns. Oh, he got coiled again.
Oh,
Double
Leo
damage.
style pops the BKB, but he's got the double damage, so you need to run. He's dropping the out. You're not going to be able to do so. They've got the false promise with the supernova. Now their attention's going to go into the Medusa, who tries to hit the egg, and that's the wrong thing to do. Continuing caught with the roar. They've got the Sunray on you with the help of Emo. The waiting room, that's going to hit on the screen. These heroes being silences up. Everybody's going to try and help this Medusa. There's no snowball available because he was silenced by that waiting room, so they're going to go to Minos. They look towards the back. This is the beginning of the end here. Leo style 35. They've got no Medusa for 45, and here they go. Diving in even further, and they've got themselves the waiting ripple with the double damage still going. They get the kill on MJZ. These heroes are being corralled into their base, and Thunder Predator have nothing to give. They'll call GG one of these.
Powerful.
I wouldn't be surprised if Thunder Predator, yeah, calling it right now. GG! Again! Man, IG finally showing up. The IG that we saw in the DPC League. Finally. I've been waiting for